likha sa kalingat pang-unawa, mangyari ang iyong diwa sa langit at sa lupa. Bigyan mo ng sapat ang lahat sa araw-araw, turo ang magparaya gaya ng iyong gawa. Iadya niyo kami sa pagmamataas upang maiwaksi ang lupit at dahas, at samahang lumikha ng pamilya ng payapa sa kalikasan, kabuhayan, kakanyahan, paniniwala.
Mga kababayan, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas.
Kayang magiliw, helas ng silanganan, alam ng puso, sa dikit mo'y bumay. Lupang hinirang, tuyak ka ng magiting, sa manlulupin, di ka pasisigil, sa nagagang tutok sa simoy at sa langit mong pagkaw, ay hinatang tulakaw.
wondrous land where dreams unfold. It's people marching on the progress, horse and mounted, brave and true. Hand in hand with brother Filipinos, sa puso will make you great. We work unceasing without relenting, forget his mind, you can count on us. Come to beautiful Zamboanga Sur, welcome to God's great gift given to man. Share our joys and sorrows, join in the making of a wondrous land. Zamboanga del Sur, the bountiful, beloved by all hearts, great and small. We will live for you, we will die for you. Fearless is our Zamboanga del Sur. Come to beautiful Zamboanga Sur, welcome to God's great gift given to man. Share our joys and sorrows, join in the making of a wondrous land. Zamboanga del Sur, the bountiful, beloved by all hearts, great and small. We will live for you, we will die for you. This is our Zamboanga del Sur.
Good day, everyone. To the Brilliant Schools Division Superintendent, Maharani Macsaysay, Doctor of Education, CESO 6. To the hardworking Principal in charge of the district, Liza Viligaria, Doctor of Education. To the dedicated teachers, victorious and proud parents, graduates and completers of Magsaysay Elementary School for the school year 2020-2021. This day will mark of your victory and success amidst of the challenges brought by pandemic COVID-19 and the adoption of new normal education. Amidst of these challenges, the Department of Education did not stop to pursue its goals and aspirations to deliver quality education to the learners. This leads us to be more challenged and flexible to do our job for the benefit of and future of our learners. As our graduates and completers reap their fruits of success, I would like to acknowledge the unconditional effort of our parents, whom are partners in the delivery of education. To the LGU and barangay officials who are always supportive to the actions and programs of education, to the PTA officials for the efforts and support, and especially to the teachers who entirely do their job and tasks that molded our learners to become what they are today. So, as the principal of Magsaysay Elementary School, it is my honor to open these graduation exercises and moving up ceremonies. God bless Magsaysay Elementary School and mabuhay po tayong lahat.
My due respect to our school's division superintendent, Maharani Macsaysay, Doctor of Education, CESO 6, to our principal in charge of the district, Dr. Liza Viligaria, to our school principal, Jonathan A. Tamayo, to my fellow teachers, especially to our kinder teacher, Miss Leah C. Villaganas, completers, ladies and gentlemen, a pleasant good morning. It gives me great pleasure and pride to have been chosen to welcome you all to this special occasion, the much-awaited completion of your sons and daughters. Today is special because it is a celebration of their first success in life, their kindergarten completion. I know every parent feels happy to see their children wearing school uniforms and the pictorials, and also receiving of certificates, although it is virtual. This is the day of your children, and this is also the day of the parents. Therefore, let us enjoy the happiness that this moment brings. Let this moment inspire us more to support the children in their dreams in life. This is the day to thank the Lord for the wonderful gift of having them as their children. one of the teaching staff of Magsaysay Elementary School, I am delighted to welcome you all in this moving up ceremony of kindergarten school year 2020-2021.
Good day to each and everyone who is attending virtually present at this time of our graduation ceremonies for our beloved and very precious graduates for the school year which ends at this time. First of all, I'd like to greet the parents and family members without whose sacrifices, whose reminders, and whose participation in the learning process for our graduates have resulted in this culmination program. This year, your role has changed drastically, where we've always believed that the matter of educating our children rests nearly exclusively on our teachers and our staff. This time, you parents, you family members, you who are in the households of our learners have expanded your role and contributed to this wonderful day, wherein finally, our learners are graduating in this culmination exercise. So congratulations, because this year has not been very easy, has not been a picnic for our teachers, for our family members, as well, especially the parents, mothers, fathers, sisters, brothers, and all who have contributed to the achievement of our learners at this time. So, maraming salamat at congratulations, parents and family members. Mas malaki ang role ninyo at this time compared to earlier graduation exercises. Secondly, I would also like to greet our teachers, without whose very careful review and careful supervision of the work of our pupils and our learners, this event would not be taking place at all. And so thank you, teachers. Your role has also expanded, in addition to seeing to it that the modules are faithfully followed, the assignments are correctly implemented, and the learners are truly learning. And you have had to deal with new ways of assessing the performance also of the learners. So congratulations, teachers, for enduring, for your patience, for your love for our learners, and your willingness to engage in a way and methods of teaching which are different from those which are used to. Assessment must have been especially difficult for you, especially since you were not able to see most of the time our students in face-to-face meetings, and most of the meetings, of course, were virtual. We'd also like to thank the local government units for their interest, for their cooperation, and for their continuing contributions to the needs of education, even as our children do not go to school. Your donations of material, as well as financial resources at this time are most welcome, and your advice has been taken seriously not only by our teachers, by our school officials, but also by our officials in the Department of Education. We continually talk with local government units, especially in times of disaster, in times of great need for classrooms, for space, and for responses to unforeseen emergencies. Thank you, local government units. But of course, most of the congratulatory greetings fall on the deserving graduate. Each and every one of you is truly special. You are different from the other graduates who have passed through the portals of your school. You went to school practically without seeing your teachers, if at all. You went to school with your parents, your mothers, and your fathers hovering over your shoulders and seeing to it that you are able to complete your assignments. You are completing your studies at a time when examinations and assessments are different. You are culminating these long months of hard work at this time, even as you have to do family chores, even as you are distracted, and even as your world has turned upside down, and it seems and it appears as if we don't know what the future holds and what will happen next. But you have persevered, and now you are ready to graduate. And therefore, you deserve each and every bit of congratulations from us in the Department of Education, from your parents and family members, your teachers, from the officials in local government, as well as in the parent teachers associations. You deserve each and every single congratulatory pat on your back, each hug virtually, of course, and each greeting, which I am sure you are also receiving virtually. I don't know if you will remember this event many, many years from now. I have tried to recall myself who our graduation speaker was when I finished high school and when I finished my college studies. All I remember is that the graduation speaker was someone important, someone who was invited because that someone is supposed to give a message. What was more important to us graduates at that time was the excitement of the celebrations, the happiness and the joy of our parents, the sadness of parting from our classmates and from our teachers, and the enjoyment of all the graduation events that usually take place come commencement day. When I was a college student, we had a series of events which were designed to embed in our minds, which were designed to help us remember and not forget our days in college. We would spend one whole day going around the campus, visiting the classrooms, saying goodbye to our teachers, and sharing memories. We would have bonfires to say goodbye to each other. We had baccalaureate services where we committed ourselves to God and we prayed for guidance when we go out into the world. So many celebrations, and the speaker, of course, is the least important and easily forgotten component of the graduation exercise. Nonetheless, I will exert all efforts to share with you what I see are things or issues which a graduate should remember and recall. I have said that you are very special. You are very different. You are pioneering. There has been no other class like your class. There has been no other graduate like you as a graduating student, because you are the very first graduate of the blended learning response to education in the Philippines. And so you ask yourself, what awaits you in the world outside? You can either work, because the kind of curriculum you survived and underwent as a student will enable you to go to work if you wish to go to work. Some of you will proceed to further studies, and this would be a wonderful thing because there are many opportunities for further expanding your knowledge, for further answering and looking for explanations of issues, events that make you curious, especially in science, in technology, and also in the arts. So you can work, you can go to further studies, and perhaps some of you will settle down, hopefully not too soon, so you can pursue what you really want to do. So today, this is why we call this exercise a commencement exercise. It's not the end of our studies. It's not the end of all our efforts with blended learning, with modules, with floods, with earthquakes, and of course with COVID. It's a commencement of doors opening to you. More doors will be opened because you are a graduate. You can work, you can proceed for further studies, you can help your parents, and you can perhaps look for opportunities to do what you have always wanted to do, whether at work, whether at advanced studies, whether at learning more in science and technology, in mathematics, and in the arts. All of these opportunities are available to you. More doors are being opened. I hope you will select the door which arouses your curiosity, the door which will help you know more about this world, and the door which will allow you to contribute to the development of our country and contribute whatever we can to solve our problems and our challenges. Congratulations once more to each and every one of you. Congratulations to you, parents and family members. Congratulations to you, teachers. When I was chair of the board of Silliman University, each time we had graduation ceremonies during the baccalaureate and during commencement itself, I would cry. I would cry because you are sending out into the world a new batch of graduates, and We want to be sure that what is awaiting them is appropriate. We want to be sure that they are ready for what awaits them when they select which door to open. And so, we tell you, go out to the world, do whatever you want to do. God be with you, and be assured that all of us love each and every one of you. Congratulations.
Good day! As the principal of this beloved school, Magsaysay Elementary School, I have the honor to present to you the candidates for completion of kindergarten for the school year 2020-2021, composed of 11 boys and 15 girls with a total of 26 pupils who have successfully completed the requirements for completion as prescribed by the Department of Education.
By virtue of the power vested in me as the principal in charge of the district of Ramon Magsaysay II District, and upon the recommendation of the school principal, I, Liza Viligaria, have the honor to recommend these candidates for graduation and completion of this district to the school's division superintendent, Dr. Maharani M. Jacinto CISO 6, for confirmation. They have satisfactorily completed all the requirements prescribed by the K-12 basic education curriculum and are found worthy to be confirmed as graduates and completers of Ramon Magsaysay II District for the school year 2020-2021.
By the power vested upon me by the Department of Education as the officer in charge, Office of the Schools Division Superintendent of DepEd Schools Division of Zamboanga del Sur, and as presented by the school principal and recommended by the Public Schools District Supervisor, that these candidates for moving up have satisfactorily complied the requirements of the Enhanced Basic Education Curriculum for kindergarten as prescribed by the Department of Education. I now confirm you completers of school year 2020-2021. Congratulations!
Kindergarten distribution of certificates. Trade A. Apam, son of Mr. and Mrs. Junji and Rizel Apam. Jared M. Aratia, son of Mr. and Mrs. Juanito and Hannah Aratia. Rains H. Castillo, son of Mr. and Mrs. Gary and Munifi Castillo. April J. C. Danjo, son of Mr. and Mrs. Wilson and Elaine Danjo. Ray Allen B. Folero, son of Mr. and Mrs. Herson and Mercy Folero. Liuver Lawas, son of Miss Joliet Lawas. Adrian Mark Melgin B. Notario, son of Mr. and Mrs. Melgin and Marcelita Notario. Vinci John B. Ciblero, son of Mr. and Mrs. Giovanni and Sandra Ciblero. Yuhan H. Swan, son of Mr. and Mrs. Darrell and Lenny Mae Swan. Ranil B. Tumanes, son of Mr. and Mrs.
Rolly and Welma Tumales. John Mark is Vivit, son of Mr. and Mrs. Marlon and Leah Vivit. Marialyn is Akurang, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Jonrel and Jerilyn Akurang. Mary Rose R. Alburis, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Ronnie and Mary Ann Alburis. M.G.A. Amba, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Ernesto Jr. and Maricho Amba. Iana Nicole T. Amba, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Ricky and Jovelyn Amba. Abigail B. Banzon, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Rodito and Isa Banzon. Mary Joy A. Baruro, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Alexander and Ami Baruro. Jaisel A. Catalon, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Chopri and Sholamit Catalon. Angeli C. Costunira, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Edsel Ayan and Judisa Costunera. Princess C. Mangalon, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Jaymar and Jokela Mangalon. Jamaica D. Ochati, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Gisere and Jeremy Ochati. Rian C. Pakulba, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Rikrik and Annabelle Pakulba. Rose A. Pampilo, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Romeo and Maritis Pampilo. Unizel A. Paridis, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Joel and Renaline Paridis. Ara B. Pizon, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Romer and Eileen Pizon. Mary Joy S. Tuliro, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Edgardo and
Ayong adlaw kanatong tanan. Akong pagyupo sa atong pugihan nga principal in charge sa Ramon Magsaysay to District Dr. Lisa B. Ligaria. Sa umang batanon, pupugihan usab nga school principal sa Magsaysay Elementary School, Sir Jonathan A. Tamayo, uban sa iyang mga kauban mga magtutundo. Atong barangay and school PT officials, mga ginikanan, mga kabataan, ug mga higala, maayong adlaw kanatong tanan. Congratulations sa tanang mga tao nga nagpaluyo niini sa kalampusan. On behalf of the PTA officials, dako kaayo akong pasalamat, ilabi na sa mga pagtutudlo sa ilang dedikasyon sa pagmatuto sa mga kabataan kinaagi sa modular distance learning. Bisan aniata karon sa peligro o kalisod nga kahimtang karon tungod sa COVID-19 pandemic, ang ahensya sa Department of Education nangitaw pamaagi para ang atong mga kabataan na dili muundang ang ilang pagkat-on ug mapadayon ang ilang pag-eskwela ug pagkapot sa ilang mga tagsa-tagsa ka mga pangandoy sa ilang kinabuhi. Salamat usab sa tanang mga ginikanan sa inyong makanunayong pagsuporta ug pagiya sa inyong mga anak. Diin ang tagsa-tagsa na to panimalay mauman karon ang eskwelahan sa atong mga kabataan sa new normal. Labaw sa tanan sa tuwang makadagahom nga amahan nga kita gitagaan sa kapiskay sa panglawas ug gipanilpuran kita sa pang-adlaw-adlaw nato nga mga gimbuluhaton. Tungod kaniya nagmalapusong kining tanan. Wala kitay mahimo kung wala ang iyang balaang presensya diha kanato. On behalf of the Parents and Teachers Association sa Magsaysay Elementary School, ako moingon, daghan kayong salamat ug congratulations kanatong tanan.